Facebook, everybody out there, YouTube land, all you people, I know you. Today is Friday, February the 3rd. Everybody's getting ready for the weekend. And I wanted to just have a little chat with you guys about our current situation here in America, our new president, and all these people believe that this man is going to take on the global elite and is going to change things and is going to give power back to the people. Let me tell you something. All you people out there who believe this is crazy. Nope, let me take that back because that's disrespectful. I'm going to say you're being fooled. You're being bamboozled. You're being led astray. You're being manipulated. This man is not here to help you. Period. Let me tell you something about the system that we have. We have not had a real president since John F. Kennedy. And you see what they did to him. They caught the man in a crossfire. Bottom line, Donald Trump is the elite's man. The individuals who've got the system rigged for the rich and against you as the people, Donald Trump is their man. Donald Trump is their man. These individuals are far more smarter than you guys could ever imagine. And this is why I won't call you sheeple. You know, stupid, dumb. I would never call you guys that. And here's the reason why. Because the individuals that are manipulating you have vast think tanks. And these think tanks are geared to think within a 50 to 100 year range of how to manipulate you. And they do it through various ways. Through your educational system. They take your child from you while it's little and start the indoctrination while the kid is little. 8 hours a day, the kid is not around you. And being influenced by an indoctrination educational system. They do it through your media. Everything you hear, everything you see, any information you get, any information that's put in books is put there for the sole purpose to manipulate you. Let me explain something to you guys. Reality is based off the information that you get. You're only going to believe possible based on what you know. This is why certain people are able to do things, are able to see things, and are able to understand things that others are not. Why? Because they are privy to information that these other individuals are not privy to. That's why they're capable of saying what is possible and what is impossible. So the information that you are being given is to create a reality that allows limitations to what you think is possible and impossible. And these individuals work outside of that belief system set by the information that you get. They work outside of it. So even if you were to be told this is what they did to you, you would never believe it was possible. Because the information that they give you is limited. This is what these think tanks do. This is what they do. Have you ever noticed that every president that we have had since John F. Kennedy has always been a man that is perfect for the times? We may not have all wanted him, but guess what? He was always the man for the times. Why do you think that was? Why do you think? Because these think tanks injected information They injected ideology. They injected in you attitudes, beliefs that corralled you down a path that they wanted you to go so that you would be accepting of the man that they would put in office. Whether you voted for him or not, he was always the man for the job. He was always the man for the times. You can look at them all. Nixon, Carter, Reagan. Look at them. Bush, Clinton, Bush's son, and then Obama. But look at the policies that they've carried out. Every policy that they've carried out has been nothing but a chain work of agendas created to bring us to the point where we are right now. Every last one of them. Republicans and Democrats are not different. The only thing that they differ on is the oversimplified emotional content. The emotional things that move us so that they can have us fighting, because we always fight when we get emotional. We don't think rational. We're ready to call the other side a name. And we're at a point right now where, as Republicans and Democrats, I hear both sides talking about hating each other, despising each other, picking up arms against each other. Straight up. When it comes to the global elite and the rich, the Republicans and the Democrats work together. I would advise you guys to get a book on how Congress works. Because you will be exposed to the committees that exist in Congress. You'll be exposed to this. And a lot of these committees are where a lot of the government fat and big government contracts are. And the hands get, and the palms get greased and people get paid. And then Republicans and Democrats sitting on these committees, laughing, shaking each other's hands, smoking very big fat cigars and drinking nice shots of brandy and getting rich. When it comes to the global elite, they work together. When it comes to you and I, they're divided. And that's because they don't want to see you and I get anywhere. So wake up. Wake up. You live in a system that is so damn rigged, and the individuals who rigged it are so dug in it don't make any sense. And now we got this Trump guy, perfect for the times. And the things he said in his presidential inaugural speech, come on. Everybody around here in Washington been getting rich while you guys been getting poor. Perfect stuff. That if he was really that dangerous, they would have killed his ass a long time ago. He never would have got into the final race against Hillary. They would have stopped him a long time ago. See, they've been preparing Donald Trump, just like they prepared Barack Obama, just like they prepared Bush, just like they prepared Clinton. Donald Trump gave an interview in 1998 to People magazine, and you know what he said? If I was ever to run as president, I would run as a Republican. You know why? Because their voters are so damn dumb. They believe whatever Fox News tell them. I could tell them whatever lies I want to tell them, and they'll eat it up. He didn't say believe it. He said eat it up, and then he ended it by saying my numbers would be great. 1998 People magazine. The elites had approached him back then, told him when his time was coming, and he started preparing. Let's look at what Donald Trump has done. For those of you who are out there who believe he's going to take on the global elite. You got a guy out here named Alex Alex Jones. This guy supposed to snuck in Bohemian Grove. Lying, fake, phony ass dude. Got a big news program in the internet. Oh, he crying. Oh, Donald Trump. Oh, he's going to take on a global elite. Oh, we've defeated him. I'm so happy. Stupid as hell. Stupid as hell. Either you stupid or you working for the global elite. There is no way that this man, having the knowledge that he have, will believe that Donald Trump beat everybody. There's no way that, knowing what I know about them, that you could pay me to believe something that damn stupid. He just beat everybody. No. They wanted him in there. That's why he's there. And if he's so against the global elite, let's look at what he's done since he's been in there. He said he's going to drain the swamp. Please. Goldman Sachs people. Look at the people his nominees for cabinet positions. Goldman Sachs up the wazoo. He has added more creatures to the swamp along with extra black murk in the swamp. So he ain't kept that promise. What else he said? He gonna build a wall. Now he talking about a fence. What's another one? Let me tell you. I'm not going to go down his list of what he said he's going to do. I'm going to tell you, if he was really here to take down the global elite, 3 things he would get rid of right now. Because they are global elite agendas and they are put there to enslave all of us. One of them is the Federal Reserve Bank. It's a private owned bank. They ain't federal. And all they do is rip us off. That's all they've ever done. They were made to stop economic collapses. How many has it been since we put them in power? How many? 8, 9 of them motherfuckers? Global financial collapses, inflation, stagflation, everything jumping off since they've been in there. They lend us money with interest attached to that. And we borrow that money. And when we borrow more money to pay off the interest, guess what's attached to that money? More debt. So if you're here to stop the global elite, Donald Trump, get rid of them. I'm going to tell you another thing he could do. Shut down the NSA. This is one of the biggest surveillance global apparatuses that has ever existed in the history of mankind. And Edward Snowden don't already let us know. Brave man. He told us. They're not here to get terrorists. They're spying on us. They're collecting information on us. Because if they were here to get terrorists, let's be for real, wouldn't have been no Boston bombing. These people was on social media. They were downloading freaking terrorist jihadist videos. They were posting videos of themselves talking about doing jihadist stuff. The NSA. That should have been pinged right then and there. Boston bombing stopped. San Bernardino. Come on. These people got putting stuff up on Facebook and everything. Downloading YouTube videos. And your job is to stop this type of stuff. You ain't stopped shit. You know why? Because you're watching us. You're violating our constitutional rights of privacy. So if Donald Trump was really here to stop the global elite, he'll shut down the NSA. I'm going to tell you one more thing he would do. Get rid of the U.S. Patriot Act. The U.S. Patriot Act was created to override all of our constitutional rights. If they assume you a terrorist, they could come in your house, search your things, and you don't have to be doing any terrorist acts. And an upright, law-abiding, hard-working American citizen, productive citizen, raising your family, your kids, everything. And they could just come in your house, search your shit. They can pick you up off the street, take you into custody, hold you indefinitely with no court hearing. They could deny you a lawyer. All these things are constitutional rights of yours. Totally imprison you without a trial of your peers. This is the power that the U.S. Patriot Act give individuals in the government. So if Donald Trump, in my opinion, was really here to take down the global elite, he'd definitely attack them things. He wouldn't be getting rid of no Obamacare. Obamacare ain't doing... Listen, he would not be getting rid of no Obamacare. Obama put that in the Democrats, not the global elite. Nobody's going to get enslaved by Obamacare. He would get rid of these things. Because all these things are agendas set by the global elite. See, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Everybody out there in the mainstream media and on these internet shows that are telling you that Donald Trump is somehow some savior that is here to take on the global elite is just being fooled. Nobody gets in unless it's the man that they want in there. Seriously. These are the things that I would like to see him do if he's supposed to be against the global elite. See, I'm going to tell you something about these global elite individuals. I've studied them for almost 10 years of my life. Put a lot of time into studying these individuals. And I just don't mean the Rothschilds and the European money changers that grew to be the powerful international banking family that they've become. I'm talking about some people that's very, very, very much more maniacal than them. I'm talking about these American industrialists and rootin' tootin' capitalists that came on the scene in the late 1800s and early 1900s. John Rockefeller being one, J.P. Morgan being another one, Andrew Carnegie, William Vanderbilt. These individuals spent vast amounts of money to commission some of the smartest psychological, sociological, psychiatric thinking, psychology thinking minds on the planet. They commissioned them. And they told them, we'll pay you, we'll fund you. They didn't tell them. They sent people to them to talk to them. Nietzsche, Freud, Napoleon Hill, Reinhold Niebuhr, some of the greatest minds that was out there at that time. We're going to finance you. We need you to help us get this information because we're going to use it to advance mankind. Little did they know that they were using their information to manipulate mankind. And they gave this information, once they got so much of it, to huge think tanks. And their sole purpose was to take it and use it to understand, manipulate, and corral the behaviors, thinkings and actions of mankind. The brainchild of all this was David Rockefeller. But who started thinking of it before him was J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan watched how Teddy Roosevelt chased John Rockefeller all over the country. John Rockefeller was on a run for criminal charges. Antitrust laws, they were after him. He was on a run for a year before he finally gave himself up and went to trial. And it was Morgan who sat back and looked at this and said, went to Carnegie and said, we can't allow this to happen to us. We too rich, we too powerful. We need to start putting our own men in there. We need to start fixing the situation so it works in our favor. And they did this. And they've always used these massive think tanks. Thinking of how to inject information, ideas, and actions in society that make you react a certain way. Then they create their man for the situation and you vote him in office. He's the man for the times. They lay out the groundwork for the situation. Then they send their man in there to get their man ready next. There is no way that we are ever going to be free as a people unless we free ourselves. We've got to wake up and realize the stuff that we have been taught have been a rich man's lie. All of it. The belief systems given to us, Christianity, Islam, Republican, Democrat, black, white, all created for division. Divide and conquer. Wake up. Just wake up. I'm not going to call you dumb. I'm not going to call you sheeple. I'm not going to do that. Because you're not. Because you are facing one of the most diabolical schemes ever devised. And you are being attacked by multiple think tanks of very, very smart people. And it's just you against them. Why? Because they've divided us so bad. They divided us in race, sex, age, religion, national origin. Come on. Political parties. They've divided us. Family. They've destroyed the family. So it's just you. And turned you into a competitor against the person standing next to you while they work together. You've been taught to compete with them. Now in public, they look like they're in competition. That's to keep y'all fighting with each other. We are coming into a time that is really becoming very perilous for all of us. Homeland Security has placed an order for 1.6 billion bullets, high velocity rounds, hollow points. These bullets are made to rip through barriers, walls, and when it hits flesh, it rips through flesh and expands. It is made to kill. 1.6 billion bullets. That's not to kill people coming across the border. It's only 11 million illegal aliens in this country. It's not to kill black people in the hood. There's only 45 million of us. It's not to kill white anarchists. It's probably only about 80 million of you guys. It's to kill all of us. They've ordered 25 AMRAAM trucks, 500 checkpoint booths, and 36 drones. Drones. This is not to attack any individual group. You know, my daddy used to tell me, son, if you ever see somebody preparing for something, 9 chances out of 10, they have planned it. So they're not just preparing, they've planned whatever civil unrest they are looking for to occur. They're arming themselves to the T. I need all of y'all out there to really wake up. There's no politician, there's no president, there's no political party that is going to save us. The only salvation for us is us. That's why the preamble of our Constitution starts off with we the people. Our founders knew that the salvation and the and survival of this nation was with us. They knew the potential for the politicians to be bought off. They knew the biggest threat was to keep this country out of the hands of the bankers. They knew this. Stop looking at Democrats and Republicans like they're the enemy. You're being played. Donald Trump ain't gonna help you. Neither did Barack Obama. Neither did George Bush. Neither did Clinton, George H.W. Bush, Reagan, none of them. And the one president that did try to shut down the Federal Reserve, get rid of the spying and the surveillance and the bugging of people's houses by the CIA, take us out of wars, died for it. He died for it. Wake up. Start remembering. Screw your party. Understand that a man's religious belief has all the same basic elements to it. Be a good man, a good person in your community, be a good husband. Don't covet what your neighbor has. Don't lie, don't steal. They all teach the same basic principles of goodness. Get this bullshit out your head. And remember, there's only one thing that's important now, is that we all have to now become our fellow Americans' keeper. Till I talk to y'all again, good night. And be safe.